Welcome to this first Soul Space of the new autumn season. It's a great privilege and pleasure to be leading the first one, and I just want to thank the team for putting up such a wonderful display. The chosen topic for this season are the Beatitudes, the blessings, famously first heard on the Sermon on the Mount. The one that I've selected to talk about are blessed are the peacemakers. Sorry, this microphone. Blessed are the peacemakers. And before I do that, I just wanted to share with you a little Taizé chant, because I think it's often through prayer that we come to a real sense of peace. And within prayer, I think the words are really important as well. And the words which I'm going to share with you now, and which you are very welcome to join in with if you feel it's appropriate, or if you feel ready to do so. The words are going to be sung in Latin, but I will quickly translate them as well. So the Latin words are ubi caritas et amor Deus ibi est. And when you translate that, ubi caritas, where there's grace, et amor, and love. So where there is grace and love, Deus ibi est, God is there. And I think as we all strive, not just for world peace, but peace in our own hearts, those two vital characteristics, grace and love, make peace possible. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est. And one more time. Ubi caritas et amor, ubi caritas Deus ibi est. And so now, with a little bit of grace and love in our hearts, we're going to head off to the Holy Land, a land which traditionally has been associated with peace. But peace is always on a knife edge, as it is today, as it was in Jesus' time as well. And particularly today, we think of the conflict between Israel and Palestine, which really at the moment marks the face of the Holy Land and scars it in so many places. However, that's not to say that there isn't room for grace and love in the Holy Land. I certainly, on the various occasions I've been able to go over to the Holy Land, I have found it a place full of conflict, a very exciting place, but certainly I often feel closer to God, Deus ibi est. I often feel closer to God because there is such a tangible sense of peace through the grace and the love, not just a historic grace and love, which we encounter through the Bible, but also a very much a living sense of peace through love and grace, which just seems to permeate so much of the Holy Land. The next part of this soul space is going to be led by my great friend Richard Sewell. And Richard is an Anglican priest who, interestingly, during his gap year when he was a student at St Andrews, he went to work with the Church of Scotland as a volunteer on the shores of the Sea of Galilee in Tiberias at the Church of Scotland Hospice. And I was there the year before him, so doing exactly the same job, so I just missed him by a year. But we've encountered each other many, many times since then. And when I got in touch with him during lockdown, he so graciously gave us worship materials as we journeyed with him through Lent and Advent from the Holy Land. And that's why I'm so delighted when I asked him the other week, would he put something together on peace and reconciliation, that he very quickly said he would love to. And so we now head to the Holy Land and to Richard.